Uh,
Hello.
hey, wait,
Um,
I'm gonna record this.
are
Okay.
you-
Okay, nice. How are you doing?
yeah, hold on. My headset's not working. So,
Wait, I hear you. Okay, se fue. Uh, you can do the questions in English or Spanish. It's perfectly fine for me, okay? Podemos hacer las preguntas en español e inglés si quieren, no hay problema. Voy a ser inclusivo. Así que ya Chuf está por aquí. Chuf is around, so we're waiting for him. I'm really happy for Band Defense. It's looking better and better after each day. Y sí, es que le decía que Band Defense está como luciendo mejor y mejor cada día. La verdad es que me emociona cuando salga. We're gonna be in the MA chat here, in the where I'm writing. Hey, so you can start putting the questions there. This gonna appear in YouTube, okay, too. Que voy a grabar esto para YouTube y vamos a hacer preguntitas sobre lo que quieran de Band Defense. E incluso de Hashkings, tipo el ecosistema. Sin problema. I don't know where Chuv is. He joined and disappeared. Pero bueno. Decía que el Chuv anda por ahí ya de venir. Así que a esperar un poquillo. Pero bueno, have you tried the demo? The Bank Defense demo already? You guys? Si han probado el demo de Hash de Bank Defense hasta ahora, ¿lo han probado? ¿Les gustó? ¿O qué les gustaría ver en el demo? What would you like to see in the to add in the demo? Or yeah, in the Bank Defense demo. Claro que sí, mi rey. Sí, okay. Yeah, I know Bank Defense have to be a mobile phone. I know. It's like will be one of our priorities after we get the game working. Sí sé que Bank Defense debe estar en celular, sí o sí, porque es un Tower Defense y va a ser una de nuestras prioridades apenas tengamos el juego funcionando en PC. Okay, Chuf is there. How I make you invite to speak? Okay. Chuf is here. Okay. Chuf is having issues with his. Okay. Bueno, Chuf está teniendo problemas con su conexión, bueno, con el micrófono, creo. Entonces, nosotros podemos igual darle. I'm gonna take this Emma in Spanish and English, okay? So you can do the questions in whatever idiom you want. I'm gonna answer them. I'm gonna translate each other. It's fine for you? Are you fine with a mixed Emma in Spanish English? I mean, I really like our community is like half, you know. Entonces, vamos a hacer un AMA con las preguntas en español e inglés, así que las pueden hacer en cualquier idioma que quieran, ¿ok? Hey, Chuf.
hello. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Nice.
Alright, yeah. Sorry, I'm going to be using my crappy headset for now. My other one won't work.
Okay, that works, yeah. By the way, I am recording this for YouTube, okay? So other people can see it.
Perfect.
Oh no, my mic. 1 second. I start talking to you because my mic. I'm having a little issue here.
Alright.
Okay.
Welcome everyone.
Yeah, I was telling the guy that it's fine if we can do a kind of mixed AIMA because like half of our players are English speakers and the other half is Spanish speakers. So I'm gonna like translate them, the stuff, important stuff. Is that fine?
Good. Yep.
Okay,
Perfect.
amazing. Ok, chicos, entonces sí, vamos a hacer preguntas en español e inglés, ¿vale? Pues en los dos idiomas van bien, así que vamos con ello. So, should we take the questions that were asked the other day in the AIME questions?
Yeah, we could start with. Yeah, I guess there's some probably general questions we could try to cover first.
Okay.
Let's see. I suppose we could probably talk about what we're going to be doing for play to earn and closed beta, if people are wondering about that.
Oh yeah, that's true. You want to tell them?
Yeah. So, sure, at a high level, we're going to be using leaderboards. So if you played a lot of play to earn games, you're probably familiar how they work. Actually, they're quite similar to how raids are being done on Hashkings, where there's going to be a daily daily reward pool, which currently will only have buds, but we're going to try to add other cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and other things later on. But yeah, so there's going to be a daily set of buds that will be distributed to the leaderboards each day. And the 2 leaderboards will be one for a high score and then one for your total score. So let me see. So in the announcements, the devlog, there's an image of our front end for the leaderboards. But yeah, the total score will be the sum of your scores for matches you played in that day. And then the high score will just be your highest score that you get that day. And we'll distribute. We're still working on an algorithm for distributing the rewards. If you play every day, you can come back and get more buds. So that's what we're going to be doing for closed beta. Is there any questions about that?
Meanwhile, I'm gonna translate it, ¿ok?
Yeah. Sure.
Ok, chicos, a ver. Ya se viene la closed beta, o sea, la beta cerrada. Joder. Y el funcionamiento ya va a ser para ganar play to earn, ¿ok? No es como una beta sin funcionalidades blockchain. Va a ser para ganar ya. Entonces, básicamente, solo los que tengan packs blasters van a poder jugar. O sea, van a poder ganar. Porque es muy importante para la fórmula que usa el juego. Entonces, sí o sí necesitan sus blasters que compraron en la preventa. Ahora bien, el proceso es simple. Va a haber un modo de juego por ahora, que es el que están jugando en la demo, digamos, que lo está arreglando Chuf y que lo está haciendo más épico. Creo que le va a meter un jefe y todo. Entonces, va a haber 2 leaderboards en el que ustedes pueden participar y pueden ganar boots. Que los boots no son inflacionarios, o sea, no crean inflación en el ecosistema Hashkings, sino que vienen del treasury. Entonces, hay 2 modos de ganar aquí. Acumulación de puntos, o sea, mientras más jueguen, mientras más score points tengan, más boots van a recibir. Y en el otro es, mientras más tomará el score más alto el que lleguen ustedes. Y las personas que tengan el score más alto, pues también reciben recompensas en ese otro leaderboard. Y es básicamente eso. Ya en el juego final será un poco más amplio, bastante más amplio. So yeah. Already explained it. Any questions in Spanish, English about it, about the beta? ¿Preguntas sobre la beta? Láncenlas. For the new ones, we are doing this AIMA in Spanish English, okay? So we are inclusive.
Yep.
Nobody else do that, right? In HIVE. Like having a really open community of 2 languages or something.
Yeah, realistically, probably I'd say half the players or more are Spanish speaking.
Yeah.
We can also go through the roadmap briefly.
Sorry, what?
So, hold on. I'm gonna put the roadmap that we currently have into chat.
Okay.
We can quickly go through it. Ooh, that looks very bad. Hold on.
Dope. Okay.
Let me get a better one.
Well, Hive Cage and support is already done. Your stats and profile details.
So right now, Sergio is working on our backend, and so the one that says we're here, I think most of that's done now. And the inventory menu is also almost done. and NFT Marketplace is done. You could actually trade your stuff there. So yeah, really the next thing is just making sure we link the actual game with the backend, and we'll be in closed beta.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually update that.
Once we have the closed beta, we're gonna start dropping the other items of the packs we owe them. Like the keys, the crates. Yeah. Sorry?
So how we're planning the priorities is we're going to get closed beta out first so you guys can start earning some rewards. And then we'll start rolling out all of the other stuff from the pre-sale systematically. So like the packs, the crates, and yeah, we're going to start with towers next and the weapons. So those I think will be the first few. But yeah, so that will be coming out after closed beta.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna translate it. So, básicamente la prioridad ahorita es la beta cerrada, la que va a salir lo más próximo, y de ahí siguiendo la pregunta del mundo virtual, Leo, que cuando las enviamos todo lo demás, apenas tengamos la beta cerrada, ya nos podemos relajar para hacer los NFTs y todo lo demás y comenzar a repartirlo. Pero sí, la beta sale este mes, si todo va bien, que por ahora está yendo súper bien. Así que eso, apenas tengamos eso, comenzamos a dropearlo. Surien, ¿las recompensas son por la posición del leaderboard o también por cada partida jugada? En la beta no hay ganancia por partidas jugadas, sino que en los leaderboards nomás, en la beta. Ya luego, cuando salga el juego completo, vas a ganar AIMO en cada final de partida. Alviro, es que mientras más puntos. Efectivamente, Alviro, va a ser como las raids, es una pool al final. El leaderboard de los... Sí, los dos leaderboards al final son como pools. Mientras mejor te destaques, más vas a ganar. I think there are some more questions about... Okay. Diego, ¿cuál era tu pregunta? ¿Aún con toda la bajada? ¿Esa? ¿A cuánto la bajada del mercado sacarán jugar a rodar? Sí. Completamente. Sí, está casi hecho la beta y lo demás es simplemente armar NFTs. Pero sí, en el peor de los casos, Chufi y yo dejamos de cobrar y sacamos el juego, o sea, no hay problema. Igual tenemos la proposal de HIVE que nos va a salir, nos va a ayudar con el financiamiento de Hashkings en general, entonces estamos bien, tranquilo. So, yeah, I think, yeah, I answered all the questions in Spanish that were there.
Great.
Okay, I'm gonna translate one for you so you can answer it. The last one from Alviro. So, he asked, have you think in making a pack of enemies? Like, for example, you can unlock new enemies that will give you more prizes. I mean, we have that, right? Like enemies as NFTs.
Yeah, we do have the enemies as NFTs. Currently, we don't have any plan to make them play to earn. They're really more of a cosmetic thing. But that would be in the general pack with like the custom backgrounds, the custom music. It's just another level of customization you could add to the game. But the two NFTs that will influence how much you could earn are the towers and the guns.
Yeah, I mean, probably they will have an impact in like the collection power from the cosmetics ones can have a weight on the crates you earn by playing. So it's kind of a play to earn anyways. They have a kind of play to earn.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so it would have collection powers too.
Yeah.
But in the game, they would just sort of be, they would have cool animations. They would look a little bit different. They're more like collectibles.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I will be more for the crates and that stuff you can earn. But for the main currencies like AIMO and bots, no. So
here's a good question regarding the tower rarities. So this was actually something I've been working on. We're currently working on adding to the game are the towers. So the tower rarities, currently there's going to be two main stats that will change. Towers will have armor and towers will have health. So armor would work as one hit and your armor breaks, and you'll have like armor plates. So for example, you would have a tower with 2 shields of armor. They could take 2 hits before they start taking damage, if that makes any sense. So yeah, the rarities would, the higher rarity the tower, the higher health it would have, and also the more armor it would have. And the rate of regeneration of the armor would be higher. I will release more details about towers in the coming week. I just want to make sure I finish implementing them first.
Okay, dope.
But yeah, thanks for the question.
I'm gonna translate that. Entonces Chuf está hablando de las torres porque Anan le preguntó sobre las rarezas, porque si ven al devlog aquí en el Discord pueden ver que hay varias fotos de las torres y les preguntó sobre la rareza. Entonces está hablando que las torres tienen armadura y que va a soltar más información pronto. Igual dijo un poco más, pero habló un poco rápido y estaba tomando un vaso de agua y se me fue lo que dijo, pero más o menos eso. La honestidad ante todo. So yeah. Okay, let's wait what they write there. Can you repeat the thing about the towers, because I didn't understand you like very much and I couldn't translate it.
Sure. So yeah, at a high level, there's going to be 4 different rarities of towers, just like the weapons.
Yeah.
And each rarity would have different health stats. So, like a common tower would have lower health than a legendary tower. And in addition, the armor would regenerate faster for a legendary tower versus a common tower.
And the armor is like it's like the one in Fortnite. That kind of armor that regenerates. Yeah. Okay, ahora sí lo entendí. Las torres van a tener 4 rarezas como las armas, y obviamente las que tengan las comunes van a tener menos vida que las legendarias y van a tener una armadura tipo las de Fortnite. ¿Saben ese juego Fortnite en el escudo? Que se va regenerando. Entonces las de mejor rareza van a tener mejor regeneración. Básicamente. Yeah. Translated.
Alright, great. Is there blending to increase? Okay. Yeah, so there will be some sort of crafting system or some sort of like forge system like Hashkings have. I mean, it's relatively easy to implement since we have most of the infrastructure. So yeah, in the future we will have crafting or blending mechanics, but that would be for closed or open beta.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to grab the next question?
Yeah. So he is asking if there will be the option to edit the color or design of our guns, towers, etc. Or in the best of the cases, having the option of edit them totally. Yeah, like eventually there will be a community crate that will be full of NFTs designed by the community, and you will also have most of the revenue from them. So
yeah. Well, we'll do a special event for that for sure.
Yeah. Alviro, entonces lo que está diciendo es que básicamente eventualmente vamos a tener un community crate, que es un paquete de comunidad que estará lleno de NFTs que serán elegidos por la comunidad y hechos por la comunidad y que serán vendidos en la tienda oficial. Entonces ustedes van a tener el revenue de esas NFTs que se vendan en esas cajas a los creadores de los diseños. Entonces no pueden editar las que están hechas ya, pero sí pueden crear nuevas. Eso se va a lanzar al final, digamos, que será lo menos cuando estemos todo chill. Yeah. So I think meanwhile we can go for the questions that were in the other day. Oh, wait. Okay, like for example, we have a question from the other day that... well, you already answered. Like the Boyo one, he was asking about multiplier of difficulty.
Oh, yeah, so for multiplayer, actually some of those suggestions I think I'm going to try to implement into the current game mode we have. They're pretty good. So like I was thinking about maybe making a hardcore mode in which your guns would do more damage, but you also only have 3 health. So that means if you get hit 3 times, you lose. And the enemies would be faster, but it would be much faster paced. So your guns would do a lot more damage, upgrades would be cheaper. So conceptually, it would be a much faster paced game mode. Just to make things a little bit interesting.
I think, yeah. So Chuf, en Spanish. Chuf dijo que es posible que metamos un modo súper difícil que se llame, bueno, no tiene nombre, pero yo lo voy a decir modo infierno o algo así. Y básicamente tus armas harán mucho daño, pero por ejemplo tu torre tendrá 3 golpes de vida. Y tipo ya te mueres si fallas 3 muñequitos, 3 enemigos. Entonces puede estar interesante. Me gusta a mí el hecho de dificultad. Me gustaría que Van Defense tenga bastante dificultad, tipo algo como Dark Souls, así que al menos que le cojas el ritmo y el baile, porque al final Dark Souls, por ejemplo, es como una coreografía que tienes que aprender. Me gustaría que eso pase en Van Defense. Okay, I'm gonna translate you the next questions.
That's good.
From Alviro. Wait. It's kinda confusing questions even for me because he's asking, have you thought in cooperative kinda like raids? For example, 3 or more people against a boss, giving different prizes, but not bots.
Yeah.
Use like prices like upgrades in guns or something like that, so the small players can clean up.
So we are looking into adding progression systems into the game. That would include things like probably experience, so you could level up maybe weapons or your character, your player, leveling up an account, or unlocking things like attachments and upgrades for your weapons. So those are all things that we do have on the back burner currently. We haven't really had the time to look into implementing them quite yet, since we're focusing on just the main gameplay. But yeah, no, that's a good idea.
I mean, we can
there's a lot of things we could try to add later on, and we do plan to. This game plans to be developed for quite a while.
Yeah.
So things like this will come hopefully in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, never think on elements from the Hashkings ecosystems like stuff in the short term, because I think everyone is in the team is like with the correct mindset, because we're building stuff for the long term, so we always have the chance to evolve. We always have the chance to, if something is not working, we can change it. Yeah, something like that.
One thing about play to earn games is generally you want to try to take it a little bit slower when it comes to balancing, because if there was an exploit that we didn't catch, it could be pretty bad. So we want to make sure that the game is very well balanced before we start adding in other play to earn mechanics. That's sort of why we're starting with leaderboards.
Yeah. I'm gonna translate the last one before I forget. Entonces, el Chuf estaba diciendo que estamos pensando, es que no hemos tenido tiempo de agregar, o sea, de pensar un poco en el gameplay progresivo, porque estamos como ahorita en la época de diseño del juego base. Pero sí, dice el Chuf que sería guay tener como que una forma de progresión para todos los jugadores, que pueden ir subiendo sus cosas sin gastar tanto, ¿saben? Yo diría que sea como un Battle Pass o algo así, para que no sea abusable. Igual eso le voy a decir a Chuf, porque no, mientras yo esté aquí no nos van a abusar, tranquilos. Ya saben que yo en economía todo controladito, o sea, todo tranqui, todo chill. Y eso. So you can answer the next question.
Okay, let's see. I just checked in and caught you addressing a blind forge weaponsmith. I mean, if you mix 2 legendary blasters, you would receive like a blaster 2+. You burn a beta blaster with an effective drop rate of keys as legendary is 100%. Alright. So yeah, at a high level, by blending or forging weapons together, you will have a higher tier weapon. So it would be the exact same gun skin. For example, if you have a legendary beta blaster and you craft 2 of them, you would get the next tier up. So like a legendary blaster tier 2. And that would have some sort of either improved stats or maybe attachments or some special abilities. We'll have to figure that out. But yeah, at a high level, that's sort of how it will be working. Yeah.
And regarding the keys, yeah, it makes sense that if you meet two legendaries, you will get double keys, because at the end doesn't add inflation because it's the same rate of emission. So for me, it's fine. Like from an economic view, it's fine. You have my green check.
Yeah, so Luke handles most of the economic stuff because I don't really understand it. It's too confusing for me. But yeah,
It's fine.
everything will be refined over time.
The good thing about bank defense is, like, for example, you don't have to worry about the main token, because as we're using bots, and the Hashkings economy is really stable and strong. So we only have to play with the NFT flow in bank defense, and the main token is like something less to worry about.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, this is more of a NFT oriented game, and partly why we're part of the Hashking ecosystem is being a part of the Hashking ecosystem allows us to just focus on NFTs because they have their other tokens and rewards. But yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna translate that before I forget. La última pregunta fue sobre si, por ejemplo, mezclas dos armas legendarias y las haces la legendaria más 2. Vas a recibir el doble de llaves, porque, por ejemplo, las legendarias tienen 100% de rate de dropeo, ¿no? De llaves por mes. Entonces, tendría sentido si recibes el doble de llaves cuando las mezclas, porque no aumenta la inflación ni la emisión. Antes estaban separadas, pero ahora están unidas. Básicamente eso. Entonces les dijimos que sí, a ver, desde mi punto de vista sí, no hay ningún problema con que las armas legendarias mezcladas, o sea, 2, reproduzcan 2 llaves por mes en vez de 1, porque es lo mismo. Y además que te aumenta la fuerza de la arma y toda la cosa, por upgradearla. Y eso, básicamente. So, yeah, next question.
All right. So the next one, I like this question. Could it be possible to upgrade epic skins till they're legendary, something like CSGO trade-up contracts? I would love to do something like that. We would just really have to think about how it'd be feasible. The thing about CSGO is their economy functions a lot, or the return to players in the CSGO economy is extremely low. Like a trade-up contract, you might only profit less than 10% of the time. So if we think of a model in which trading up using like a random number generator for trade-ups would be feasible, I would love to have something like that.
Yeah.
So for now, I'm going to say yes, it is possible, and it's something we should look into in the future.
Yeah, literally, in blockchain games, the sky is the limit. Literally, we can do plenty of new things. We just have to take care of the economy, and everything will go nice. Literally, we can do everything. It's the good thing about development, because maybe, I mean, I'm not a coder, but I guess it's like in these things you paint. I don't know the name. What is the name? These white sheets in which you paint. Wait. Yeah. These are depths with the. Yeah, I don't know the name.
It's Bob Ross, yeah.
Yeah, basically. No. He know like the thing in which he's painting.
Canvas?
Canvas. Yeah. Like, yeah, exactly that one. So development and creating stuff is like you have a canvas to do all the things you want. You just have to take care about of the economics, and it's fine. Basically. I'm gonna translate you the next question.
Sure.
There will be different maps, like with different enemies, and that requires different strategies, like according to the map.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's something we will be adding in the future, like new maps. Once we get bosses working, those would be probably map specific. But I wouldn't actually describe them as maps. I would say different game modes. Because the maps you could just unlock in the general crates,
Yeah.
like the backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to try to add plenty of game modes for you guys to play. Or as long as we're doing it as PvE or person versus environment, we could quite literally add, dozens of game modes, and they would all have some play to earn value. As soon as we do PvP, though, it would get a little bit trickier. We would have to focus on, one game mode.
True. So, estaba diciéndome el Chuf que, o sea, tú vas a poder encontrar los mapas, los enemigos, la música, las armas, las torres en cajas. Eso es el chiste de Van Defense. Entonces, al final sí, todos son diferentes. Los enemigos tienen diferentes animaciones, entonces tienen diferentes movimientos, lo cual requiere diferente memoria muscular. Entonces sí, se puede decir que cada enemigo y cada mapa pues tendrá sus cosas. Pero también que va a haber diferentes modos de juego, que ya cambian las reglas. Tipo, no sé, en Splinterlands las batallas son diferentes, ¿no? O sea, cada batalla tiene reglas. Supongo que es algo así, lo de los modos de juego. Yeah, next question.
Great. Are we planning on doing a PvP mode? Yes. So that the PvP mode is something that will be probably the most challenging or the biggest thing we're going to implement in the future, because we want to get it right. We're going to try to implement an elo system, which will be quite challenging to do. So that would have like matchmaking ranks and like tiered rewards and all that. We do plan to have a PvP mode. That's sort of our end goal. But we will need like a much healthier player base, because as soon as you're queuing up to play against people, we need quite literally hundreds of people playing at once. So I guess once we do have a healthy enough player base to implement PvP, we will start looking into that. So, thanks for the question.
Ya, entonces dijo que el PvP va a ser lo más difícil, digamos, que vamos a tener que sacar, porque hay que desarrollar un sistema de elo, que va a ser un poco complicado, porque al final siempre se puede abusar o hacer trampa. Pero la pregunta fue si estamos planeando hacer un modo PvP, o sea, jugador contra jugador. Y sí, yo sí quisiera ver algo con el PvP. Habrá que balancearlo bien. Al final el PvP siempre es como difícil de hacer y que se mantenga sin esos abusos posibles, ¿no? Que no esté roto, básicamente. So Alviro said, in this case we can use the modality of Plants vs Zombies, in which one side puts monsters and the other side use guns, basically.
Yeah, that would be that is one potential way we'll do PvP. PvP. I really like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about a cooperative mode?
Yeah, so the PvP mode would be the competitive mode. There would be ranks, we would have matchmaking. Yeah. The competitive and PvP are the same thing.
No. No competitive. Cooperative.
Comparative.
Like,
not sure.
Like two players against a boss, for example.
Oh, cooperative. I see. Okay. Yeah. That's probably something easier to do than PvP, because you don't need as many players. One thing is we could do like community bosses or something, where everybody could participate in one massive game mode.
Yeah, and you have, like he has a giant HP bar that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea. In fact.
Yeah, I mean, sort of like the raids in Hashkings.
Yeah, something like that, but playable, actually. Interesting, yeah, I like the idea. So, Diego asked about kind of events, like for Halloween, for San Valentin, for Christmas, stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I mean, we can customize stuff for those days, but I don't think we will be able to do it in the first year, because I really want to spend the first year developing and like putting everything in order.
Yeah. Once we have like the actual foundation, the base game done, it will be much easier for us to start looking into adding stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. I always
A lot of stuff right now is tentative.
Yeah.
Unless it's in the Git book. Stuff in the Git book is finalized pretty much.
Sorry, what?
The Git book?
Yeah.
Stuff that we add to the Git book, that stuff is more or less finalized information. But yeah, we will talk a lot about like tentative ideas, and mainly because we want input from community too before we start adding stuff.
Yeah, true. So, okay, I'm gonna translate the last ones. Entonces, técnicamente sí podemos hacer, y seguramente sea más fácil que el PvP, armar el modo de juego de cooperativo, tipo que dos jugadores vayan contra un boss, todos los jugadores peleen contra un boss global que tenga una super vida y algo así, y que dé premios. Eso está más fácil que el PvP por ahora. Y sobre la Navidad y tal, estaría guay, pero después del primer año, porque este año lo queremos usar para desarrollar lo que tenemos, ¿sabes? No extendernos más con más cosas que aún no podemos lanzar. So, yeah. Translated. Now...
Before we forget, we do have prizes, right? We didn't really think we were supposed to plan this out beforehand, but I guess what do you think would be reasonable for prizes? How many people? We got 16.
Yeah. Sorry, what? I was reading the chat.
Sorry. Yeah, I was thinking that we're also doing prizes for the AMA. So we'll give out a few
prizes.
NFTs to some lucky individuals.
Please guys, leave us your username, and we will send, we'll do a kind of raffle and send some prizes to you, like a surprise. You will find them in your inventory. Maybe it can be Hashkings stuff and defense stuff, so just leave us your username there. Chicos, déjenos sus usernames en el chat donde están escribiendo para enviarles unos premios después que termine la IMA, ¿vale? Puede ser de Hashkings, puede ser de Bank Defense, que reciban los premios, va a ser sorpresa. Ok.
Right.
Since there's a lot of talk about working with the community, are plans to keep a beta testing environment to test out all the changes when the game is live?
For sure.
Yeah, it's like Hashkings. Hashkings is always under testing with the players. So yeah, of course, it's 100%.
Yeah, we'll have like a playable, probably like experimental mode or something, in which we'll be trying out new features, trying out new things, just to see if they work. So yeah, we'll keep that whole demo thing up and running even when we have the actual game out.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea. So we can test new stuff before adding it to the blockchain site. Blockchain version. Okay, yeah. Good idea. There will be a chance to rent guns. Yes, I think. Specifically because think about NFTs like rights of property. So will make a lot of sense if you can delegate them or rent out them, leasing them, right?
Yep. We might also look into doing like a scholarship or apprenticeship program in which we lend out NFTs to people who want to get started playing. I'm not sure exactly how we'll do that. It would be nice to have.
For a scholarship, we won't do the stuff. We can create the delegation, which is really easy. But for the scholarship, I think it's better to let them to organize it than us doing stuff.
Yeah, I guess anyone here, if you guys want to do a scholarship thing when the game comes out,
yeah,
it'll probably be the first.
Entonces sí, va a haber renta, vas a poder alquilarlo, porque son NFTs. Si ustedes no pueden tradear, alquilar, hacer lo que quieran con sus NFTs, está raro. Pero sí, vamos a hacer un mercado, vamos a poner delegaciones. Y obviamente pueden prestarlas, delegarlas, quemarlas, hacer lo que quieran, porque son sus NFTs. Son suyos y ustedes hagan lo que quieran con ellos. Si los quieren delegar, deleguenlos. Si los quieren rentar, rentenlos. Si los quieren eliminar, elimínenlos. Lo que ustedes quieran. Yeah, so I think we are nice with the questions until now. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a good question. Question about the bots inside the bank defense. Oh, sorry, my Discord is like, no. 1 second, 1 second. Okay. Yeah, sorry. About bots, like, which is the, how will I say it? Like, which is the role of bots inside bank defense? So first is like you earn bots by playing, right? Next one will be like all the bots, every single bots that is used in band defense will be burned, because it's like the, like our philosophy in Hashkings and everything which is inside our ecosystem. Because at the end, when you burn bots, you reduce the supply, which at the same time adds value to all the other things. So we don't like inflation in general.
Yeah, essentially it's a deflation mechanism.
Yeah. And probably we can put, for example, because we will have 3 keys shops, right? The general keys, the community keys, and which one was the other one? Towers? Yeah?
Yeah.
Towers, yeah. So we can maybe put like 5 or 10%, yeah, 5 or 10% to, from one or from all the key shops to go to the staking pool. So, because at the same time, think that the higher is the economy for bots, the higher is the incentives in all the Hashkings ecosystem to do stuff. So everything earn value, the higher is bots. So yeah, basically. Well, I'm gonna translate that. Entonces, ¿qué van a hacer los boots en Bind Defense? Todos los boots que se han usado en Bind Defense se van a quemar, como siempre. Los vas a poder ganar jugando. Y posiblemente le pongamos un porcentaje de las ventas de las llaves que vayan a la staking de pool de Bind Defense. Entonces, va a estar interesante. Okay, so everyone is leaving us their usernames. It's fine, perfect. Okay, amazing. You can rewatch this on YouTube. I'm gonna submit it. Then I will send the link to Chuv so he can download it and submit it also in the Bank Defense HIVE account. It's fine. That is fine.
Good.
Okay. So Alviro have many questions at the same time. Will it be possible to have internal competitions? Like I guess it's like a private tournament, like the Splinterland ones.
Oh yeah, like events and things.
Yeah.
That would. I mean, we could do it. It wouldn't be the same as Splinterland's one because their system's quite advanced. But I mean, we were gonna have like community events, and we'll run that regularly. So, well, like right now, we're doing the art one where you guys could draw anything from bank defense. We could do similar types of things, but in game. So, certain challenges, certain events. About the tournament thing, tournament specifically, I guess I'm not
Oh
I'm
my,
not really sure how we would do that,
oh my god.
given that it's PvE.
I had an idea. Imagine if we can like you know like this game of Mario Paper, I guess. No, or it's a the Mario that you can like personalize levels or like Geometry Dash is better to for example. Maybe we can do like give them a kind of free tool to design levels using NFTs they have, for example, so they can design like matches with bosses and stuff,
Good idea.
and put prices, and they can put prices, and they can take a fee on each match, and we get a fee from it. So
Yeah, actually, that would work very well.
yeah,
That's a good idea.
it went to me like a light.
Yeah, I mean that would work. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I like
That's
it.
something we could look into.
Yeah, at the end, I would love to see Band Defense like a full customizable game, like giving all the tools to the players so they can build the stuff. That's the best part of decentralization and stuff. So why limit the game to our ideas when they can build better stuff than us? Yeah, next question.
Also worth noting, we're a relatively small team. I mean the Hashking team, so like Sergio, and then also who's working on bank defense
Sorry?
other than Sergio. Is Ramos working on it?
Which was the question?
I was just listing off the people who are working on bank defense, like our team.
Basically everyone. Basically, when we need something, we ask them for help. For example, Rama is setting up the front end for the final customization website. Sergio checks the back end. The new dev can look for other features. For example, the distribution pool for the beta will be Ihalangel will be in charge of it, which is the new dev. You are like the main dev of the game. I help with all the other things I can help, including tokenomics. So it's like a thing in this like it's a team. It's a team working. So
Yeah.
everyone.
No, yeah, it's an entire team, so we got a lot of minds contributing to the game. But yeah, so it's sort of a joint project too, because they're also working on Hashkings, right?
Right now?
So yeah, I mean, our goal is hopefully. I mean, right now the market is not really doing too well,
No.
but hopefully we can continue expanding. I mean, we get like future in the future we have more devs or more artists, like a marketing team and HR, or like it's even someone on Discord. Just yeah, I mean, we could. Our goal is to expand, right?
Yeah, of course.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I would love to see our brand being giant in the blockchain space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to.
I mean, our rate of improvement or progress will correlate with the amount of funding we get, because then we can get more hands on deck to speed up the process.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna translate the last things because I forgot it. Entonces, chicos, estamos hablando sobre un posible modo de juego. No, un posible modo en. Porque ustedes están hablando de Mario Party, de los torneos y no sé qué. Entonces sería interesante que haya una tool, o sea, una herramienta en la que ustedes puedan diseñar niveles, pueden cobrar la entrada a los niveles, puedan poner premios a los niveles, como Geometry Dash. ¿Se acuerdan? ¿Se acuerdan de ese juego de celular? Básicamente así, y nosotros nos llevamos un fee. Entonces ustedes pueden crear todos los niveles que quieran, llamar la atención de la gente, pueden vender niveles, algo así. Entonces va a estar interesante eso, y es bastante posible. Okay. I'm really fast in summarizing stuff. Yeah, okay. So, I think we can start like finishing it the aim at 9. I mean, in 10 minutes around.
Yep.
So you can.
Yeah, is there, I guess, any more like burning questions like people? Oh, wait.
No, they're not answering nothing right now. They're just talking. Yeah, so guys, if you have any more questions, it's your last 10 minutes of fame. Okay, see you. See you, bro.
One more thing before people start leaving is, do you want to mention about the Hashkings funding proposal?
Sorry, what?
Do you want to mention the Hashkings funding proposal?
Oh, yeah, true. Guys, yeah, we're not. Sorry, I don't know what to say. We are not in our best time. So with the market at this current state, state, it's like
Yeah.
we're facing a kind of bad times. So we launched a proposal in Hive, which is already almost filled by the support of the Hive community. So we would love if you can share about it and vote for our proposal. So thanks in advance.
Proposal.
Yeah.
I guess the funding. Yeah, the funding is to pay the salaries of our developers and our team. Yeah. So it's important.
Yeah, that will be cool. And the last question. Well, no, Alviro asked. There will be a kind of staking with the guns.
Well, I guess in a sense, I don't know if it'd be staking, but you have a collection power.
Yeah.
So by holding more guns and more NFTs, you would earn like better rewards, and yeah, your collection power is sort of how we measure your interest or investment into the game based on how many guns you have, how many towers you have, other things. Yeah. So I guess that wouldn't really be staking because we want you to be able to use the guns. But just by having it in your collection, you will passively earn from just holding the NFTs.
Okay, so entonces no va a haber NFTs, perdón, no va a haber staking de armas en sí mismo, pero como las armas te dan collection power, que es como esta cosa de Splinterlands, que bueno, en Mind Defense sirve para calcular los scores. Solo con holdear tus armas vas a ganar, a generar algo dentro del juego, ¿vale? Que en este caso es para el cálculo del score. Mientras más armas, mejor score vas a tener. Alviro also asked about, because he really wants waifus.
Oh, well, speaking of the auto-generated NFT thing, maybe we could do robot waifus, yeah?
That would be funny. Maybe a background with waifus. Okay. There's a question here, but I don't get it because he just asked, there will be more NFTs. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just the question.
Yeah, right now we quite literally only have like 4. But we have like 24 ready to mint. So we have like 24 ready to go. They're like the new weapons. Oh, actually, hold on. You can view them in the Git book, so you have an idea of what's to come. But we'll always be adding more and more NFTs constantly. We will have to balance things like the collection power because we don't want to devalue NFTs that already exist. But yeah, the game will be NFT based. So let's see here.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just going to try to save this and share it. There we go. All right, yep, there is a chart with all the weapon skins. How is Sergio? Oh no, he was working on the back end. Yeah, so I think that's the next thing Sergio is going to do is mint out these NFTs. But yeah, so these are the same guns that are in the demo. There's 19 of them. So by closed beta, we will 100% have 19 NFTs by the end of closed beta that you could use in game. And we will continue to add things like the towers next, and then we'll follow up with all of the general cosmetic items.
Okay, amazing. I won't translate it because we are running off of time, but I'm gonna later make a video about it. So, we have 2 more questions before. The game will evolve over the same thematic, or will be more ideas to integrate? I mean, will be always in evolution, right?
Yeah, the game will we'll continue adding more and more stuff as we go. Yeah, we sort of designed the project in a way where expansion would be easy. So yeah, we'll continue expanding for sure.
Sí, entonces el juego sí va a estar en constante evolución. El juego base en sí es bastante fácil de seguir expandiendo, entonces esa era la idea. Pero sí, vamos a seguir creando nuevas cosillas, nuevas ideas, nuevos modos de juego, nuevos NFTs, nuevo todo. And the last one, before we start closing, the new NFTs will be, you will be able to get them by drops in levels, or in crates, or they will be, or you can buy them directly from the game.
Yeah, so all 3. We will have an entire shop added to the game, which will include all the keys. They will also have like special NFTs. These would just be like limited edition. If you play like Valorant, it would be like the nighttime market. Or if you play CSGO, it'd be like the in-game discount market where they have like special crates or special sticker capsules. We'll have an equivalent system, so you'd be able to buy like limited edition skins and things from the actual store. In addition, you'll be able to get NFTs through the chess, and you will be able to earn NFTs in the future as well. So yeah, there'll be plenty of ways for you to obtain Bang Defense NFTs.
Ok, entonces básicamente va a haber muchas maneras de conseguir NFTs. Pero básicamente una de las más importantes es como las de Counter-Strike, más o menos, Counter-Strike Go, que me lo tiene que explicar bien, para entenderlo yo. Y va a haber una tienda de llaves. O sea, tú vas a conseguir los cofres jugando, eso sí lo tenemos muy claro. Vas a conseguir los cofres jugando, pero para abrirlos vas a necesitar llaves. Entonces, o ahora mismo consigues los blasters que se venden en la preventa, que te generan X llaves al mes, tienes un chance de generar llaves. O luego compras las llaves en la tienda, igual. Ya saben que si usan boots en cualquier cosa de Hashkings, incluyendo Band Defense, las llaves, etc., vas a poder conseguir un 10% de descuento. Okay. That was the last question. Any other question? ¿Otra pregunta? So, let's see. Well, it's cool to do an AIMA from time to time. It's funny. Okay, they're still writing.
Alright, yeah, I suppose this could be the last question.
Yeah, I have. Well, anyways, guys, meanwhile we get the last question possibly. Wanna thanks everyone. Really thanks a lot for coming and doing questions. Thanks for being with us.
Everybody who's like stuck with the community, who's been active on Discord, like, thank you so much. Your interest means more than you think. Just it's sort of what keeps it going, right? Like everything from suggestions to questions, all of that is great. So thank you so much for being a part of the community. And yeah, we'll work towards getting the game out as soon as possible. So there's something for you guys to start playing.
Okay. Oh, well, they got us a suggestion. We got a suggestion that we need to set out Bang Defense Twitter.
Bang, that's a good idea. Yeah. That's another thing. So currently, the one thing that we need to probably start doing more is like announcements and marketing. We don't really have a marketing model quite yet. we will look into that very soon. Once we get some more funding, we will start doing like proper advertisements and a lot of cool things.
Yeah, like the funding is really really helps a lot. Really.
Yeah, I mean, right now, like, well, we're going to be working for free for a little bit now. Yeah, it's just a passion project at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, you best believe we'll be sticking around.
Yeah, but we go. It will go fine. It will really go fine.
Yeah.
Well.
But everyone who participated in the pre-sale, though, thank you so much, because
Yeah.
that like set it up for 3-ish months or so, which was great. I mean, everything we did so far wouldn't have been possible without the pre-sale.
Absolutely, yeah. Anyways, really thanks so much, and remember you can watch this again in the Hashkings YouTube channel. So, anything else? Thanks for coming. Gracias a todos por participar. Pueden ver este video en el canal de Hashkings. Y nada, un abrazote. So, yeah, you can start.
Right.
Well,
So yeah, I guess that's it.
yeah, that's all. Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay, Diego made a last question. Sorry. Basically, there will be only long distance guns, or also will be shotguns, for example, because he was thinking in a kind of mechanic that you can change long distance guns with short distance guns.
We will be adding things like shotguns. We'll add like tons of different types of guns, laser guns, sniper rifles, Gatling guns, everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll add like a handful of different types of guns. So there's so many different play styles for you to choose from, and strategies.
Dope. Okay. ¿Cómo ves su juego? Well, there's another question here. How do you see your game after this bear market?
Well, the good thing about our game is we don't really have any token associated with it. So if anything, it's a good thing for our market, because anytime someone uses cryptocurrency to participate in our pre-sale, hopefully the market recovers at some point. But yeah, given the bear market, I think a lot of it's just FUD at this point. I mean, Terra and USD was just a mess. Honestly, I think it was their development team, but yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned. I think this bear market's going to recover soon.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, me too. Bueno, básicamente que realmente no nos está afectando mucho en el sentido del desarrollo de lo que estamos haciendo ya. Pero, por ejemplo, si recibimos HIVE ahorita, cuando suba otra vez, va a haber más fondos para desarrollo. Entonces, está un poco balanceada la cosa. Y que, bueno, no nos preocupemos, porque al final todos estos mercados suben y bajan. Así que paciencia y a seguir dándole. So, yeah, that was the last one. Thanks so much, guys,
Right.
again. And see you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you soon.